And I pasted a couple things in the chat. Good morning. Good morning. David, good to see you back here.
So Rabbi Diane,
Yeah.
the way the chat works, and I don't understand the purpose of this, is if you join after you pasted it in, the people who joined afterwards can't see it. Like I see nothing in the chat right now.
Yes. And I was just going to ask Yochanan is co host, and he will copy what I put in the chat several times so people who join can see it. And one of the things is a link to the song and prayer sheet. I don't know if you all got this, but yesterday I sent out a new version that has a few more things on it, and the numbering is different. So if you didn't, you can click the link and see the sheet, or we'll just paste words in the chat, and you can check your email later for this. But this is a new chant. It just came through last week. And I've been thinking a lot about just how my heart feels in these days. It opens up a little bit, and I feel something, and then it sort of wants to shut down again because there's so much bombarding us right now, so much information that's challenging. Um, so the words to this come from. There's a beautiful prayer which comes at the end of the weekday Amidah. And usually we don't do the whole thing, especially in Jewish renewal, but you'll recognize at the very end of this prayer is Oseh Shalom Bimromav, the one who makes peace on high. And it's a beautiful prayer. It was written by one of the ancient sages. His addition to the regular prayers. And this line just came to me last week as I was doing some movement practice. And the words Petach libi b'toratecha. It says, open my heart to your Torah. And Torah is not just the Torah that we have in a scroll or in books, but the wisdom teachings that pour forth from the blessings of this cosmos, the universe, is filled with wisdom if we can open our ears to hear it, the ears of our hearts. Petach libi b'toratecha, uvmitzvotecha tirdof nafshi. Open my heart, open my heart to your Torah, and my soul will just leap to align itself with the spiritual imperatives of this universe. Mitzvotecha, with your mitzvot, which is really that which is spiritually imperative for us. So here's how it goes. And as you hear it, please feel free to join me and sing. Petach libi b'toratecha uv'mitzvotecha tirdof nafshi. 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 Petach libi b'toratecha uv'mitzvotecha Tirdof nafshi Bitach libi Bitoratecha Uva mitzvotecha Tirdof nafshi Bitach libi Bitoratecha Uva mitzvotecha Tirdof nafshi Bitach libi Bitoratecha Mitzvotecha Tirdof nafshi Lai 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 So just continuing to enter your own heart. We will do a little bit of awakening of our heart on different levels in a moment, but just wanted to share with you a little bit of wisdom about this month of Kislev that we've entered. So Kislev, the month of Hanukkah, we did the blessing for the new month last week, and Hanukkah, this moment of rededication as we enter in our seasonal calendar, the time of the deepest darkness, the most extensive darkness, the longest nights, the nurturing dark, the dark that nurtures the seeds of light, the seeds of our own inner temples that we rededicate. In the Kabbalistic realm, the healing for this month, the special healing, is the healing of sleep. And I don't know about you, but my sleep is often disturbed in these times. My dreams flash through, and I feel fortunate if I can remember them. So this is a time of cultivating dreams and healing our sleep by surrendering to the darkness and trusting that the seeds of light are planted in the dark and they will come to blooming in our souls, in our bodies, and then as we expand that light in the months ahead. So I found a couple of writings of words that I wanted to share as we move into this opening, this cultivating of the inner temple of the heart space, the heart that is both our physical heart, but also a much larger spiritual, energetic sense of heartness, of heartfulness, of heart, the energy of the heart that reflects a much larger cosmic structure that we call the cosmic temple or home bite. So this prayer for wounding, many of us, I think, feel wounding in our hearts. even a kind of shutdown for me, a numbness, an inability to receive a lot of the information and to stay open and soft in the heart. So this is by Jackie Shine. And I think it's been somewhat adapted by whatever the source that I got it from. I can't remember where I found it, but the day always comes when your body learns to live with the trauma life has sunk into your bones, learns to let blood pool alongside the broken and jagged fragments of your singular shattering. Healing is not as we imagine. There is no seamless return to who you were before. I feel that true for us on the collective as well right now. No seamless return to who we were before. Help us to trust that the day will arrive when we become one again with the heart we felt torn away from, borne back by blessing, by the source of life that moves between each pulse. So I'll read that last sentence again. It feels to me so true to the essence of this month of Kislev, that in the deepest darkness, sometimes hard to believe that the dark is actually nurturing, a place that we can relax into. So Jackie Shine writes, help us to trust that the day will arrive when we become one again with the heart we felt torn away from, borne back by blessing, by the source of life that moves between each pulse. And these are some words that I found by Albert Camus, probably better known to you with the English pronunciation, Albert Camus. Albert Camus, who's a French Algerian philosopher, journalist, author, existentialist. And he writes, in the midst of hate, I found there was within me an invincible love. In the midst of tears, I found there was within me an invincible smile. In the midst of chaos, I found there was within me an invincible calm. I realized through it all that in the midst of winter, I found there was within me an invincible summer. And that makes me happy. For it says that no matter how hard the world pushes against me, within me, there's something stronger, something better, pushing right back. So I invite us to enter this heart space, perhaps just with your hands, beginning by brushing the space of your heart from your throat down your sternum all the way to your solar plexus, and then releasing down your belly and just releasing out, just brushing that space. The big heart, there's our physical heart, and then there's this flow of heart energy, brushing it down from your throat all the way down to your belly. And then gathering from the earth into your belly and bringing that energy up your heart and right through your mouth, your face. As you do these movements that I share with you, maybe you'll find another movement that feels more right for you, and that's fine. But just allow yourself to really feel where this takes you, connecting the heart, belly, and then all the way up through your face to into your brain. And notice what happens with your breath as you do this movement. Just take a moment, rest, and just feel the effects of that. Also, perhaps your breath is beginning to open. You could feel the lungs filling and emptying. And just bringing your hands now right in front of your heart, holding a ball of space in front of your chest, but at the same time, in your imagination, your hands are reaching inside and gently holding the sides of your heart. And as you inhale, just let your hands gently press toward each other, not touching, but coming closer with a little bit of tension. That's the sides of your lungs expanding against your heart as you breathe in. As you exhale, the heart expands back and rebounds back into your lungs and your hands open. So you might want to coordinate this with your breathing. On the inhale, the hands come close together. It's a little counterintuitive. On the exhale, they come apart. And just see how big or small this movement wants to get with your breath. How wide do you want the heart to open? And how fully do you want to feel that hug of the heart by your lungs on the inhale? Maybe each exhale, your heart space opens a little bit wider beyond the physical heart and into that energetic heart that begins to expand out beyond your skin. Maybe that out breath happens with a little bit of a sigh or a little bit of just enough tension to feel, to hear that oceanic sound of the breath passing over your vocal diaphragm. Like the sound of a seashell, your seashell heart. And then bringing your forearms together with your palms facing right in front. This is a movement called opening the door of the heart. So bringing that right in front of your heart. And this time the inhale will happen as you open. You'll rotate the hands, pressing out, breathing in, and then exhaling, coming back to center. So this is Pitach libi b'toratecha. Open my heart with your Torah, by means of your Torah. Mitzvotecha tirdof nafshi. Open my heart with your Torah, and my soul will run after, leap to do the mitzvot. Leap to the mitzvot. P'tach libi b'toratecha, ובמצוותיך תרדוף נפשי. P'tach libi b'toratecha u'b'mitzvotecha tirdof nafshi. P'tach libi b'toratecha u'b'mitzvotecha tirdof nafshi. P'tach libi b'toratecha u'b'mitzvotecha tirdof nafshi. Just carrying this heart energy up now. Take a deep breath in and then just let your hands float down as you exhale all the way down. Letting your fingertips drip down toward the earth for a moment. Just releasing anything you don't need. If you want to just gently shake your arms and hands. Opening up this heart space, letting go of anything your heart has been grasping. Breathing in, just coming up through the center once more. And opening and releasing. Letting the fingertips drip down into the earth. One more time, just fingertips direct the energy right up through the central column. And just adjusting this so it's comfortable, and then fingertips reach down, shoulders release, arms release, carrying it down and bringing that energy down. And just making a little cup with your hands now, cupping your hands over your heart, gently bowing a little bit forward. We're going to do our chant for the 4 qualities of love. So just take a moment here, breathing into and out of your physical heart. Again, drawing this energy back inside your body for a moment. Feeling the back of your heart gently open as you bow forward, and holding space with your hands in front of your chest. It's almost as if you could let your heart pour right into the cup of your hands. And gently soothing your heart, thanking your heart for being such a vessel of caring, of love, of presence, understanding that the heart can sometimes feel shut down or overwhelmed or get hard, and just soothing, thanking your heart for this work of the practices, the effort to stay soft, to stay open, to stay alive, to stay compassionate, to be compassionate in this time. Each breath a softening, each exhale a soothing. So perhaps you want to stay right here with your heart as we chant Ahava v'rachamim, Chesed v'shalom. These 4 qualities of love, of presence. Ahava v'rachamim, Chesed v'shalom. Ahava v'rachamim, This is number 21 on your sheet. We're going to stay here and breathe a little bit. We'll chant it a few more times. But just taking in the comfort of those words, of those flavors, offering this to our own heart space, love and compassion, unbounded loving kindness, peace and wholeness, which is a very global kind of love. Perhaps as we're chanting this again, you can bring into your awareness all of the flow of the blood vessels throughout your body, connecting your heart with every single cell. Every cell of your body is a tiny heart, a tiny beating heart, bathed in love, pulsing, nourishing, loving, softening, sharing. If this were our only prayer, it would be enough. If this were our only wish, it would be enough. Just finding that cupping again and bringing it up to your eyes and your forehead. We'll chant the Shema. And perhaps you can imagine that your brain, all of your senses are extensions of your heart as we witness the one heart that unites us all, that beats its underlying pulse throughout this world, this cosmos. Shema Yisrael Havaya And then with your fingertips gently brushing down your whole body, your face, and all the way down. As we chant the Baruch Shem, we bring this oneness awareness, this heartfulness through our whole bodies, all the way down, as far as you can reach to your toes. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Vaed. Feeling your whole body for these next moments as a pulsing heart. Just inviting that possibility of filling yourself with compassion, of allowing that love and compassion, that mercy to emanate out through your skin, through your back, arms and legs, soles of your feet, top of your head, palms of your hands, like a multi-directional beacon of love. As we bring into our consciousness now those whom we're specially wanting to include in this flow of light, to reassure, to help them feel held and cared for in this deep, dark space of sleep and dreams of this month of Kislev. Just feeling that energy emanating, including them, perhaps visualizing faces of people or hearing names, places. Let's chant the healing chant together. This is number 19 on your sheet, or we'll have the words in the chat. And then after we chant, there'll be a space to say names or to type names into the chat. From deep within the home of my soul, now let the healing begin. Ana elna refana la, Ana elna refana la. Heal our bodies, open our hearts, awaken our minds. Yeah. Heal our bodies, open our hearts, awaken our minds. Shekhinah. So please share the names of people and places and I'd like to add these names to our healing glow this morning. Debbie Warden, Lainey Shipper, Rabbi Ann Brenner, Ruchel Drera Bat Heshe Hinda Umordechai Isaiah, Patricia D., Shandana Becker, Susan Freundlich, Barbara Zilber, Hachazan Natan Shlomo Ben Necha Menachem Mendel Richard Kaplan, Cantor Robert Michael Esformis, Harav Yahya Avraham Ben Miriam Rabbi Steve Robbins, Shoal Yidel Ben Chaya Razel Stephen Schaffer, China Bear Joseph, Nisan Ben Devora Meir, Harav Aharon Ben Tova Rabbi Art Levine, and Elaine Wolfblank. Heal their bodies. And of course, everyone who's struggling with COVID at this time, open their hearts, awaken their minds. Yeah. Heal all our bodies, open our hearts, awaken our minds. Shekhinah. So I wanted to just share, we'll just do the English this morning of the prayer for our country. Our struggles as a country, as a nation continue. And I just wanted to share with you briefly that I shared this prayer with my couple of my rabbinic listservs, Ohala, and also my seminary. And I got a response from one of my dear colleagues who is also a judge, I think an appellate court judge in Nevada, as well as being a rabbi. And she assured me that the judiciary is trying very hard right now. There's a lot of work being done to depoliticize the judiciary and to not to fall into this attempt that's being made to pack the courts. And that was very reassuring for me to hear. So she understood that many people right now are not trusting our judicial system and not trusting our leaders. She wanted to remind me that there are many, many judges and magistrates of integrity in our court systems, and we want to support them too as we say this prayer together. So this is number 27 on your prayer sheet, if you have it, and we'll just read the English of this together. The prayer for our nation, and really a prayer for our world. Help us establish a land permeated with love and righteousness as it was meant to be from the very beginning. Cleanse us from sorrow and complaint so that we may perceive the great light of creation shining through our lives and our fellow citizens with loving kindness and compassion, treating one another with justice and respect. Let us drink from the pool of blessing. Teach us to love and pursue justice with merciful and impeccable equity. Tzedek, tzedek tirdof. Justice, justice shall you pursue. So I want to invite you to unmute now if you want to say the name of someone who has either passed in this recent time or passed at this time of year. If you're observing a yard site, let's just bring all those names. And if you prefer just to type into the chat, feel free to do that. But also if you want to say names out loud, this will be a moment to do that.
Richard Duhan.
My cousin Rock passed yesterday.
Oh, so sorry to hear that. Sending you comfort, Michelle.
Thank you.
Glenn, Victor,
Thank you, Dee.
Lois, Joanna.
Mhm. We hold them in our hearts. Ruth, did you want to say?
Yeah, Richard,
Yeah.
day after Thanksgiving.
Oh, thank you. Sending you lots of comfort this time. So let's unmute, and of course, still holding Bruce Willits in our hearts as well. His soul moving through the realms. If you wish to rise, the Kaddish, we'll say together number 30 now on the sheet.
Hi, Diane. I would love to bring in my brother Arthur Greenberg, A.J. Greer, whose ashes are going to be buried this Sunday.
Mm,
Mm,
mm.
Very, yeah. So
thank you, Barbara. Yeah, sending you extra comfort and peace in this time with that laying to rest. So we'll rise those who wish to rise in body or in spirit or both, and together say the Monash Kaddish. Feel free to be unmuted. Yitzkaral,
Ada,
V'yitkara,
Dash,
B'mei Rabba,
Meraba,
V'alma,
Adi Bra,
V'rabute,
Ha'agav u'mizman kariv v'nu
Hey, Rabba Mibora, V'elam,
This part is for monk. Made go to Shokar.
made kudashah barichu la'elam mirav kol yoshtei tevel emu
Yes.
Say shalom, be my say shalom.
yes shalom
I know we are called you
ra'el
call this
nokol tevel
El, they are called your Tevel.
May all who mourn and all of us take comfort and feel the souls of our beloved ones are part of this great pulsing heart of the cosmos that we've touched into today. So wanted to close this morning with a poem. I don't think I've shared this poem before, but it's by Susan Windle, a dear friend and member of our larger community, Jewish Renewal Community, and member of the Kol Zimra community. And Just inviting you to take this in as we move towards Shabbat, into Shabbat, and with great gratitude for everybody's presence here today, moving into the week of Thanksgiving. Is that true? I've lost track of time completely. So before we meet again, I don't know if all of you will be able to be here on the day after Thanksgiving, but we'll be steeping in that American Day of Thanksgiving, and hopefully we can fill it with true gratitude, our gratitude. This poem is called Your Life Now. What if you knew every breath was a blessing, pure and simple gift that comes to you unbidden, unsought, comes to you freely with no requirement other than this: you receive it and return it, transformed through the crucible you are. What if, holy container, necessary cauldron, you walked or moved in any way you can move through your hours with this knowledge of the gift embedded in the marrow of your bones, circling through every rotation, every turn you still can make? How would you greet your neighbors then, knowing what you know of receiving? You of receiving. Who would you see when they pass through your opened doors? So may this be a week of opening the doors of our heart, filled with gratitude, filled with love, and sharing that with our neighbors. Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Please unmute and we'll wish each other a good Shabbos.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom, Diane.
Shabbat
Thank you so
Shalom.
much.
Everybody.
Good to
Thank you
see
so much.
everyone.
Lots of love.
Love,
Shabbat
gratitude, blessing.
Shalom.
Thank you.
Shabbat Shalom. Thank
Shabbat
you.
Shalom. Love.
Thank you.
I want to thank Yochanan for being the spine of what we do, quietly working in the background, keeping everything smooth. Thank you.
Thank you, Yochanan.
So much, Yochanan.
Thank you.
Thank you, dear Diane. We love you.
Love you all.
We love you, Diane. Shalom.
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 Shalom.